Rounding decimals is very similar to rounding whole numbers, except that with decimals, you'll be rounding to the nearest tenth or hundredth or thousandth and so on. And rounding is often used with decimals because the numbers can get so long that they become hard to understand. And remember that the longer the decimal number, so that is, the further away the place value is from the decimal point, then the smaller the value. So unless real precision is required, these values are often so small that we don't really need to know them. So it's very common in many situations to round off to 2 places after the decimal, which is the hundredths place, or 3 places after the decimal, which is the thousandths place. When rounding decimal numbers, you need to know the value that you have to round to. So for example, say you're asked to round 0.4563 to the nearest tenth. The first thing you're going to do is find the tenths place, which is right here, 1 place after the decimal point. Then you're going to look at the digit to the right. In this case, it's 5. If the digit to the right is less than 5, you round down, meaning that the number in the tenths place is going to stay the same. But if the digit to the right is 5 or more, then you round up, meaning that this number in the tenths place is going to increase by 1. So in this case, the number to the right is 5, so we do round up to 0.5. So here's another example. Say you're asked to round the same number, 0.4563, to the nearest thousandth, which is 3 places after the decimal. Follow the same process. So first find the thousandths place, which is tenths, hundredths, thousandths, right here. Then look at the digit to the right. In this case, it's a 3. Now if that digit is less than 5, which it is, then you're going to round down, which means this number in the in the thousandths place is going to stay the same. So it just rounds off to 0.456. On a final note, you may have heard that zeros at the end of a decimal, like these ones right here, are meaningless. Now that isn't entirely true, but for purposes of rounding, you can delete the zeros at the end of a decimal.